Hello indie game fans, I've even more indie games to show you for the Steam Next Festival, where this video is more general with games across all sorts of genres, so think of it as a surprise grab bag or variety pack, where I do hope that you find something of interest here. Let's begin with Necrosmith, a strategy title where you play as a necromancer, crafting minions from different body parts, being similar to Errata's Lord of the Dead in that sense. However, combat is in real time and takes place in an overworld, almost RTS-like map with buildings to capture and enemies to battle, having plenty of progression systems as well, making this of interest.
Our forefathers conquered Calderia and bestowed it upon us, a new generation, to share.
If you enjoy grand strategy titles, Great Houses of Calderia will be one to try, looking like Crusader Kings, which is a high bar, so let's see how they do.
Cultivating our lands and subjects to improve and enrich the realm, beginning with ourselves, of course.
Dominance can be secured through strength as well as delicacy.
Will you be able to build your legacy of power?
Join the great houses of Calderia.
Nitro Kid popped up during one of the summer showcases, and my god, how great does this game look! It oozes style and is a turn-based tactical deck builder, not unlike fights in tight spaces. A special shoutout goes to Ashish George Chendi, who recommended STALCRAFT, which, in their words, is Stalker crossed with Minecraft visuals and online multiplayer, which does look impressive in my opinion. It's definitely a strange and interesting look to have the blocky visuals of Minecraft in a grimdark title like this, where there will definitely be comparisons made to Chernobylite, so if you especially love Stalker, be sure to give this a go. If you love puzzle games like me, Railbound will be of interest, one where you're connecting carriages to the train, where the developer has the pedigree of making great puzzle games as well. Our first live sim title is Roots of Pacha, which, on the surface, looks like prehistoric Stardew Valley, which, for the most part, is correct, but does have some interesting systems. For example, knowledge can be learnt and passed down through generations, and you can gradually domesticate wild animals to become the more friendly versions that we have today, looking like it's for fans of the genre. One of the more interesting entries is Subterrain Mines of Titan, a turn-based survival RPG that is not a roguelike, but the grid-based turn-based movement and combat is what intrigues me the most. You need to gather resources to research and craft better equipment, all in the hopes of fending off evolving terrors underground. But this is from the same developer and is a spin-off of the excellently received Subterrain from 2016, making this of interest. I covered the Kickstarter campaign for Above Snakes when it was live, where it was successfully funded, which is why the demo is of interest to me to gauge how far the team has gotten. While it is yet another zombie survival title with the usual chopping trees, mining rocks and base building, it is set in a Wild West inspired world, where the most interesting part is that you can choose what types of new land appear on the border when you explore, looking quite good as well. If you love horror games, Signalis will be a title of interest, a survival horror title that looks to be drawing inspiration from the original Resident Evil, only with a sci-fi setting. You play as a replica who is searching for her lost dreams, where very bad things, TM, are lurking in the dark, looking very intense as well, and is the classic release coming up in Spooky Month. A very curious entry that I'm not quite sure what to make of is Depersonalization, a spooky anime RPG that is not quite a horror game, where there are elements of dice rolling, tabletop RPG, conversations, decisions to make, branching paths, multiple endings, and turn-based RPG, not to mention gorgeous anime art and pixel art as well. I believe this comes to us from a Chinese developer, where I am most concerned about the translation, where it does look to have potential of something like Library of Ruina, so I'll be keeping an eye on this. Let's kick off the top 5 with Anvil Saga, a pixel art blacksmithing management sim where you run such a shop, having to make tools and weapons that may have a larger impact on the world.
Destruction. As the kingdom falls into chaos, a new threat arises. The world needs heroes. The world needs legends.
I've covered Legends of Kingdom Rush before and said that I was amazed that they took this long to pivot, but this is a turn-based tactical RPG instead of tower defense games. However, given their multiple years of experience, I have confidence that this will be great, so check out the demo to get a feel for this. If you love cozy games, do check out Potion Permit, a pixel art life sim title where you play as a chemist who is essentially a doctor in this world, helping out the residents of the village of Moonbury as best as you can. This involves gathering ingredients and brewing potions, stemming from chopping trees, harvesting plants, and yes, fighting monsters as well. But I do love the look of this, so look out for it later this year. Speaking of cozy games, Spirit Tea is one of interest, where you run a hot spring for spirits in a vaguely Japanese-inspired world. It is a nice change from the farming-focused games out there, with a whole bunch of different mechanics, looking very pleasant indeed.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
One of the most highly anticipated games is Midnight Fight Express, a 3D beat-em-up title that is from a solo developer, which is very impressive. You play as an ex-criminal drawn back into the action, not to commit more crimes but to prevent a city-wide criminal takeover by sunrise, having some of the most slick action and animations out there.
While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, I had the stink of corruption all over me. And you know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me.
If you love beat-em-ups and brawlers, this has to be on your watch list, and with the release being just 2 months out, is the perfect time to give this a go, taking the #1 spot. For more beat-em-up titles, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.